Welcome to my channel An Easy Step to English Grammar. But tonight I am not going to discuss with you about grammar. And today's topic is a poem, rather a sonnet by Arthur Rimbaud. By Arthur Rimbaud. And the full name of Arthur Rimbaud is Jean Nicolas Arthur Rimbaud. He is a French poet, and during the Franco-Prussian War in 1870, he joined the Dutch army. So, he had his own experience as a soldier because he fought directly in the war front, and after which he composed a beautiful poem on the futility of war, that is, fruitlessness of war. He had his own experience. He saw bloodshed, destruction, and the killing of so many lives in the war front. And that is why it was possible for him to compose such a poem like Asleep in the Valley. It is a beautiful sonnet, and it is based on surrealism. And you know that Arthur Rimbaud was a French poet, and he was called a boy poet. Why was he called boy poet? Because he composed all his poems from 13 to 20. And this poem, Asleep in the Valley, was composed after the war, that is, Franco-Prussian War, because France was at war with Germany at that time. And he participated in the war, and he fought directly in the war front in the Dutch army. However, it is actually based on Italian sonnet. It has octave consisting of 8 lines and sestet consisting of 6 lines. And the rhyme scheme of the first stanza is AB, AB. That is first line and third line, second line and fourth line, first line and third line, second line and fourth line. AB, AB. Again, first line and fourth line, second line and third line. So it is octave, and this octave portion, the poet has very beautifully and distinctly described the small green valley. The small green valley. So, octave deals with a distinct description of a small green valley. It is a picturesque environment, and in the sestet, you see that he has given his own opinion as well as the pathetic condition of the soldier who is dead, who is in eternal slumber, who will not wake up again. And in this sestet portion, you see that smile and guile cold and rest, breast and holes. So the rhyme scheme is not systematic. So it can be said that this is a sonnet consisting of 14 lines, and the octave has its beautiful rhyme scheme, that is AB, 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 but in the sestet portion, the rhyme scheme is not specific. However, the sonnet deals with a single theme, that is the death of a soldier. So all the characteristics of a sonnet have been followed by Arthur Rimbaud, a French poet, rather a boy poet, and he was also called a war poet because after having come back from the war front, he composed this poem. However, he has given a clear contrast. The contrast between the picturesque atmosphere of nature in the small green valley and the death of the soldier. So, within the picturesque atmosphere, within the lap of nature, in the lap of nature, an unnatural incident has occurred. And that is why it may be called, it is a rather satire against the war office, those who guide any war. The war office has been ridiculed, has been mocked at. A small green valley where a slow stream flows. It is a small green valley, and through the valley, a small river very gently flows and leaves long strands of silver on the bright grass. And on both sides of the river, there are long grasses, and they are silvery because the sunlight has fallen on them and leaves long strands of silver on the bright grass. And like a silver plate, the river is gently flowing, while on both the sides there are grasses, and the grasses are also silvery because the soft light of the morning sun has fallen on them. They fill the hollow full of light, and the sunlight is filling up the vacuum, the valley, that is the empty place or the vacant place between two mountains. There is a valley. What is the valley? Valley is a plain land between two mountains. So, between two mountains, there is a valley, and the valley has been referred to as a hollow. And the hollow is being filled up by the sun rays. And in such a beautiful atmosphere, in such an enchanting atmosphere, in such a bewitching atmosphere, in such an attractive atmosphere, a soldier, very young, lies open-mouthed. A soldier whose life was going to blossom has been killed, and he lies in the valley open-mouthed. As he is dead, he is open-mouthed. A pillow made of fern beneath his head, as if nature, very sympathetically and pitifully, has made a pillow pillow of fern, one kind of moss beneath his head. And the soldier is resting, keeping with the pillow under his head, and the pillow is made of moss, asleep. That is, he is in slumber, and there is no scope of waking up again. Stretched in the heavy undergrowth. Here, heavy undergrowth means bushes. Bushes that have grown up unnaturally, and his body is extended upon the bushes. And he is pale. He is pale because a dead person is always pale. A dead person is always pale, and he is warm still because he has just died. He has been killed just. Green sun-soaked bed. And he is lying on the meadow, on the green grass, which is sun-soaked, which is saturated with the light of the morning sun. His feet among the flowers. It is also a mockery. It is also a satire, because after the departure of the soul, when a man is dead, we generally give flowers at the feet. And as if here nature has given flowers upon the feet of the dead soldier. And he sleeps. And there is a piece of smile. A piece of smile is like an infant's. He is as simple, as innocent as an infant. So, he is dead. And it is observed that a piece of smile is on the lips of the soldier, gentle without any guile. That means he is as innocent as a child, as an infant. There is no naughtiness, there is no wickedness, there is no crookedness in his smile. Nature, the poet is overwhelmed with emotion. Although he is a war poet, he is so emotional that he addresses nature. Nature, keep him warm. Let he be kept warm, because he is exposed to the environment outside. He may catch cold. He may catch cold. The humming insects don't disturb his rest. The insects which are flying about, the insects which are creating a musical sound while flying about, can't disturb his rest, because it is his eternal rest. It is his eternal rest. His rest will never be broken by any outside disturbance. He sleeps in sunlight. He is in slumber, and the sun is shining, so he sleeps in sunlight, and his one hand on his breast, because as if he wanted to get relief from his pain, from the pain caused by the wounds of bullet, one hand on his breast, at peace. He is now in peace, and nothing can disturb his peace. In his side there are two red holes. And what do the red holes signify? The two red holes signify that he has received two bullet injuries and he is no more. He is in eternal peace and his one hand is on his breast and he wanted to get relief from the extreme pain caused by the bullet injuries. So, what is war? War means bloodshed. War means destruction. War means killing of so many young souls. The poet, the boy poet, the war poet, who died of cancer at the age of 37 only, at the age of 37 only he died of cancer. He has painted, he has depicted the horror of war, the futility of war. And this young soldier is the symbol of a war. However, I am ending my lecture tonight, and I think that before your exam, all of you will be benefited by my lecture. Try to follow without skipping a single line. Try to grasp the meaning of each sentence that I have given you and the content of the sonnet, sonnet format, meter, etc. And don't forget to subscribe my channel, to like, to comment and to share. Thanking all of you. Good night.